Hello everybody and welcome back to LMM. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing on the channel at the moment, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel for more kind of stuff like this. Today we're doing something that I have never done before. I have come to a diesel gala here at the East Lancs Railway, and we're currently at Irwell, Vale. And so first up, it's a Class 40, so I'm going to trek down the hill over there and see. I've never seen a 40 actually running before, so this is going to be a first for me, as well as being the first diesel gala. Genuinely a little bit excited.
I set myself up to await the Class 40 and didn't have to wait long before the thing trundled into view.
That was the first time I've ever seen a 40, and admittedly, as it's coasting up into the platform at Irwell Vale, possibly not the best place to get it to really get a sense of power and thrash from it. But they are wonderful things to see it in motion. And what's really positive is the first train pretty full, so that's a really good start for showing the rest of the gala as it goes on. So now onwards, I'm going to go in that way direction and try and revisit some old spots from my photographing days.
I love this part of the line. The downside is it's the less busy part of the timetable, so you get a train about every half hour or so, whereas further down the line you get a train, well, much more regularly. So, that's a long slope. Anyway, I'm here where I want to do my next shot. Hopefully you can see the 40 coming back from that way direction, and then something's coming up and I have no idea what it is, but something else is coming up the line, and it's a lovely shot looking that way to see it. So yeah, that's the plan.
Comfortable? No, but I'm also scared of heights. So I managed to get myself here, and now I am trapped. So this is me now. Also, the moss is very damp. I have very wet legs and knees, and I made mistakes. Made many mistakes. I'm going to have to move for the next shot anyway. Here we see the Olympiast, Barry Rose, about to do his dismount. Bit of a stumble there. It's going to hurt him in the end scores. Very nearly went to the barbed wire. Very nearly went to the barbed wire. So yes, we just saw the 40 trundle back. So it's downhill here, so it was coasting again, so we didn't get any 40 thrash. But it will be good to see whatever comes the other way, because it'll have to work its way up here. which is something.
And after half an hour of enjoying the shade of the trees, the answer was revealed to us. So going to wander back a little bit further on and move to one of the more busy bits of the line, I think. But probably catch the 20 on its way back first, because 20. So having seen that, and we're heading back to the car, and we're going to reposition. It's all very exciting here, non-stop stuff at the Diesel Gala. Oh yeah. And so we've arrived at our next location, which is that. Is that what we're doing? This will be good.
That was absolutely magnificent, and the sun even came out for us as that came through. That was great.
So next up is the 50. I'm going to try and get a shot of it coming to the tunnel, coming out the tunnel. So I've got a camera set up of it coming in, and if I've done everything right, I'll get a shot of it coming out. There's quite a long tunnel to walk over, and it's uphill, and I apparently am very unfit. So a little bit of exploring on from where I just saw the 50, and that's brought me out to here, which is lovely and wide, to see whatever is coming in this way direction, and then possibly to see whatever comes in that way direction as well. So lovely little bit of the line just short of Rams, whatever, that one. Storms. Anyway, up from Summersea. That's where we are. And it wasn't just heritage locomotives that were out at the Gala. And as soon as the Class 60 had cleared the section, the 50 reappeared. Feeling mostly impressed with the shots that I've got, I decided to go for a walk and find some more locations and different angles. However, I still decided I'd leave the camera behind where we've been, because that was lovely. And the next thing coming up is the warship on the freight. That will be really good. There were tickets available to travel in the Brake Van, and it looked so good we thought, we just have to have a go at that. was something else. But the excitement didn't end there, because when we arrived at Raleigh, we were asked, did we fancy going in the cab? What was the general consensus of a warship? They are absolutely amazing. It was magnificent and made it all the more special watching the thing run round at the other end. As onslaught rumbled past us, we made our way back to the brake van for the return journey. I elected to leave the train at Ramsbottom and to go and explore.
So having seen that, it was time for another change and see if we can do a shot that I've not done before. So a little bit more of an explore was needed.
We realised that the car is quite a distance away and we're quite thirsty and hungry, so we're going to walk to the local Tesco. The pickings were quite slim. Following the somewhat disappointing sandwich, we were back to it in time to see the 47 arrive. We then hopped on the next available train back down to Bury. And as it had turned rather wet, I took an opportunity to have a look around the sole surviving Class 28. I'm currently on my favourite all-time locomotives. It's a Class 28, the Cobo. Weird design, one's a Cobe, 6 wheels, one's a bow, 4 wheels, very strange. So I'm coming through out the first cab, under the lowest thing I've ever had to try and go under, into the engine room here. Now you might notice that there is something missing here. That's because the engine, which is a V8, yes, with a 2-stroke diesel, is away being repaired. What you can see in front of me, that's the interface where it goes through to the generator, but the rubbers that we should stand on, and yes, it hasn't run since the 70s, so it's never running preservation, so the trust here is doing amazing things. Also, water pump there that cools the engine. Next door to it, in the space that should be here, is a water pump for the oil cooler. It has 2 water pumps, 2 circuits. If one fails, it's still knackered. Anyway, so a substantial amount of money is needed to fill this space. There's details into the truss if you want to be able to get involved and help out, because it's been under restoration now for about 15 years. And then we come through into here. Here we have the generator, which creates the electrical things we need to power the traction motors underneath, which is absolutely fine. Only cost £17,000 to have this reconditioned, and it was in good nick, just to give you an idea of the amount of money on this project so far. And then just down here we have the 2 exhausters, 1 and 2 there. Oh, and the single most important thing, this is where you'd cook, you know, heat your tea up. The observant amongst you might be able to notice that there's something meant to be in this space here. Now, this would be the place for the steam heat boiler, and they say that the reason this was fitted with a steam heat boiler is the reason it survived, because they kept it around to be able to steam heat stock. So the boiler is away being redone, but over in this space would be the boiler heating the coaches, and that's the reason it survives the preservation, which is amazing. And behind me you can see some of the electronical gubbins that run everything. It's all on contact and slide switches, and the control method in the cab is just phenomenal as well. So we'll just go into the cab now and I'll show you that. It's amazing, it's like tram style. I think the best guy to talk about is the guy in the check shirt at the head of that table. Automatics, and then this is the power notches on this weird way of controlling it, and all the gauges away being redone. There was also the opportunity to have a go at driver for a tenner on one of the railway shunters. Bury proved to be a veritable feast of diesel traction, with locomotives making light movements ready for their next train and dual departures and arrivals. So we decided we'd sit around and just enjoy it for a bit. Drunk on the sights and sounds of the big traction, we decided that it was time to head once more to the line side. and a quick walk up the road took us back to the bridge at Sunnyseat.
Anyway.
From here, we decided to investigate if there are any shots around Sunnyseat platform.
Oh, it's definitely coming.
And as soon as the Class 60 restarted its train and had cleared the section, it was time for the freight to return.
Come back, that's my train!
The scenery and the area was lovely, so we decided that we'd spend the rest of the day just kicking around in this area.
There he goes for another shot.
So that was the last train of today, and I quite enjoyed it. So I'm actually going to wander back over here, over the top of this tunnel, over the top of the next one, over to one of the shots I did earlier to see it on its way back, because I'm pretty sure I can get there before it gets up to wherever it's going, runs around and heads back this way, and get one final shot of it, because it means the O3 will be on the front, and frankly I just really enjoyed that. I quite like shunters, and seeing them with a big train trundling along, that was enjoyable. So over the top again. Whoa, here we go. And as that disappears, that brings us to the end of this day at the East Lancs Gala. It's been super fun. I really enjoyed my first Easter Gala. So, and if you guys have enjoyed it as well and you want more information, there is a link in the video description that will take you to the East Lancs Railways website, so you can find out more about them. And if you want to see more videos like this, there's a couple of suggestions coming up there and there. And of course, if you haven't already, please guys, give us a like and subscribe and help the channel to grow. And with that, thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Oh, it's a long walk back to the car now. Should have caught the train.